Hi YouTube. I have been waiting for several minutes for sirens outside to stop so that you can hear me. I think they've stopped. We'll see. Welcome to week 15. I hope you guys didn't miss me too much last week. I know that your whole universe revolves around me and my updates, so I'm really sorry. I actually was upset that I didn't get to post last week. I was traveling for work, which I'll give you guys an update on in a few minutes. But yeah, it ended up being, there was too much going on. There wasn't a scale in the room. I was traveling with a friend of mine, and so I really didn't have time to sit and focus on anything. By the way, I don't know if you guys can see, I got Puka a new collar. It's way too big for her, and now she's running around looking like Rick Ross, and it's cracking me up. Anyway, week 15 updates. Oh, and I chopped off my hair. This was not entirely intentional. I typically go 2 inches longer. It's actually really strange to see myself with it cut so short on this video. It's usually about 2 inches longer when I get it cut. People say they like it. I am undecided about it. Whatever. Let me know what your thoughts are on that. Not that there's much I can do about it. It's pretty much gone. Okay, week 15. High weight was 270 pounds. Surgery day weight was 265 pounds. Current weight is 235 pounds, which means in the last 2 weeks, I'm down 1.5 pounds, which when I talk to you about my week, I'm very happy about. I'm down a total of 35 pounds. My BMI is 40.3. And according to ilostwhat.com, I have lost the equivalent of 140 quarter pounders. That's a lot of beef. I'll take that. Down 140 quarter pounders. It's fine with me. So I am, I don't know, call it 2 weeks late giving you my measurements updates. So every month on the surgery date, I take my measurements to see how many inches that I've lost. I also take a photo of myself, so I imagine when I make my year update, I'll do some sort of montage that'll be very fancy. And hopefully I'll have more than just my phone to make it on. Here's hoping. Anyway, so this, in the last month, I lost 1 inch off of my bra band and 1 inch off of my natural waist. I lost 3 inches from my right thigh and 1 inch from my left, so they're not staying equal. I don't know. They're not fitting my pants differently. Oh, and all my pants are too big, so maybe they are fitting in my pants differently and I just don't realize it. And I lost a 1/2 inch off of each of my calves. I'm getting closer and closer to those tall boots. I can feel them coming. I lost a total of 10.25, so 10 1/4 inches from all over my body. So I measure my upper arms, my neck, my bust, bra band, natural waist, hips, each of my thighs, and each of my calves. I've lost 10 1/4 inches in the last month. So the reason that is important, if you watch my last video, I was frustrated because in my 3rd month, I lost 3.5 pounds total. I know, Pook, it's very upsetting. I was really not happy with that. I was disappointed in myself. I was disappointed in what was happening. And I went to my nutritionist and she suggested that I start the ketosis diet. Again, something I will talk about in a minute. Just to try to kind of almost go back to basics and just kind of try to jumpstart everything. And then on that same week, I met with her on Monday. On Friday, I met with my surgeon and she was talking to me, she's like, "You look great. How are you feeling? Your weight's really good. You've lost," I think at that point I lost 33 pounds or something like that. And she was like, "That's great. That's perfect." So she was like, "Do you have any questions or concerns?" And I was like, "Yeah, why am I not losing more faster?" And she was like, "Okay, why do you think you should be losing more faster?" And I said, "Well, because other people do." And she's okay. So I told her that I had my metabolic test done that I kind of went over with you guys last week. And she said, "All right, so just don't eat more than 1,200 calories then." And I said, "But I'm eating 8." And she said, "Are you sure?" And I said, I think so. Like, I'm tracking everything that I possibly can. I try to be very realistic with how much I'm eating. I am still very much feeling my restriction. At most, I'm eating 1,200 calories, but still. And she said, okay. She's like, well, listen, you had this surgery for a reason. You were having trouble losing weight. You're still losing weight. She said, as you're losing weight, are you losing inches? And I said, well, I haven't measured myself for this month yet, but yeah, I mean, I had lost 20 inches as of the second month. And she was like, you lost 20 inches. That's huge. She's like, that's almost more important than the weight. The weight can be anything. The weight can be water weight. The weight could be muscle building. The weight could be whatever, things shifting and not whatever it is. It's a number. She's like, you're gaining benefits all over your body. You are losing inches all over your body. That's the most important thing. And so she really kind of talked me off a ledge, and she's like, just relax. She said, have you started working out? And I said, yeah, I'm working out twice a week with a trainer and being more active in general. I said, I'm working up to 3 days a week with a trainer. And she said, all right, I mean, working out is great. I'm glad that you're being more active, like taking stairs and walking more and things like that. That's awesome. She's like, but you had major surgery 3 months ago. Twice a week with a trainer is good. Don't feel like you need to rush it. When you feel ready, do it. You know, as it works, she's like, this is a process. You didn't gain all this weight in 1 year. It's okay if you don't lose it in 1 year. And she was very realistic. And then today, after a week of traveling, I get on the scale, I'm down 1.5 pounds. I mean, I have got to calm down. I have got to pull myself together. I don't know what is wrong with me. I don't know why I freak out so much. I don't know why everything is such a catastrophe and everything deserves such a crazy and outlandish and, like, I don't know, huge change to my lifestyle for me to try to get the results that I want. I don't know what that psychosis is. I don't know what's going on with me, but I have got to learn to calm down, to trust this process, because it is working. No matter how much I freak out, it's working. I'm down 35 pounds in 3 months. When was the last time I was able to essentially eat whatever I want? No, I'm not eating a lot of carbs. I was never really, that's not a big deal to me. I'm eating healthy. I don't feel like I'm deprived at all. I'm not starving. I'm not killing myself at the gym. And I'm losing weight. Like, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm totally fine. I've got to calm down. You guys need to just remind me that every week, just like write in the comments, calm down. Just calm down. So anyway, so that's that update. I was traveling last week for work. I was in South Carolina and Savannah. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I didn't want to come back. But as y'all know, the South is known for their super healthy foods. There were a lot of fried green tomatoes. There was some fried chicken. There were cheese grits and shrimp. I actually didn't really do dessert. It was sent to our table once. Again, there's a lot of perks with my job. Part of it is I get to travel and check out new places that people might be having their events. So, when I go to these places, a lot of times dinner is bought for me, or almost every time I go, my meals are bought for me. People are showcasing kind of what the different restaurants have to offer, and so I get a lot of stuff sent to the table. It's fabulous, my lifestyle. It's also really hard when you're trying to lose weight. So it's just a challenge. But I was able to really keep it, under control. The great thing is that all these things are really, like, heavy, and I got pretty full pretty fast. I did go to Mrs. Wilkes in Savannah, so if any of you are from the South or know Savannah or from Savannah or whatever, Mrs. Wilkes was the bomb. It was completely insane to me how much food they put out. For 7 of us, we had enough to feed, 25 people. And of course, I'm sitting there like, well, I'm full now. There's a lot more to eat here, but I just can't do it. But that was awesome. So my band did feel, because everything was so rich and so heavy, I mean, I felt the restriction, and I was tracking everything, absolutely everything, the very best that I possibly could. And I was still keeping right around my calorie range. I was eating, stuff that was worse for you, but I was eating less because I just couldn't really eat it. There was 1 or 2 days where I didn't track everything that I ate. I didn't have time. When you're starting your day at 7 or 8 in the morning and it's not ending until midnight or later, sometimes you just don't have time to track, and that's just the way it is. But I did try to go back every day and like track what I had missed, or trying to keep up with it as best as I can. One thing that I had talked about on my last video was I was considering starting my Instagram account to track what I ate. So here's the deal with that. I did start my Instagram account. I put the link in my last video. I'll put it in this one too. It's just, if you go into Instagram, I'm littlebitty1_VSG. That's where I'm at. It is really hard to take pictures of everything that you're eating before you eat it. It's hard. So I'm working on it. I'm also working on keto. So I got back Friday. I spent a lot of time sleeping this long weekend. I was completely exhausted. But I've tried to start, it's a slow start, but I'm trying to start eating keto friendly. I ordered keto test strips. Tonight I made what I think is keto friendly. Now I'm still learning, so I am completely open to suggestions, and scold me, tell me I did something wrong, tell me I'm completely off base if I am. I think I did okay. I took a portobello mushroom cap. I sauteed it in some butter and a little bit of oil. Topped it with crab that was mixed with like a little bit of light mayo, because light mayo was all I had, and now it's gone, and now I'll get regular mayo, and everybody will be happy because there's no added carbs. I had that and topped it with mozzarella cheese and baked it for a few minutes. It was awesome. And because mushrooms are so full of water, I was able to eat like a good amount of it. I couldn't eat the whole thing, but like most of like a 5-ounce mushroom cap. So I don't know, I thought that was pretty impressive. And crab's pretty light, whatever. I mean, I'm full now. I'm good for the night. But I think that's pretty close to keto friendly. I did order some more protein shakes. I'm still on the Muscle Milk Lights. I still like them. They're still good to me. I feel like it's not very realistic for me to have like 3 shakes a day and then have a meal. Just because of my lifestyle. I just don't know how realistic that is. I'll try it. I'll try having like 2 a day. Maybe I have like breakfast and then something that's like tuna salad or egg salad or something for lunch, and then have one in the afternoon before I have whatever, gym, or I'm out, or whatever I have to do. I know, Puka, it's really hard. So that's where I stand on that. I would really love any direction anybody has as far as keto goes. I am following several people on Instagram that are supposed to be keto friendly and, following keto diets, and I'm trying to get ideas, and some of their stuff looks absolutely incredible. This whole like avocado with an egg in it, I am totally on board with that. I got to get myself some avocados, but it looks really good. But I would just love any ideas you guys have for keto-friendly meals and things like that. I am doing some research, but it's always good to know what people actually like the taste of, because not everything is delicious. I don't know, guys. That's kind of it. I feel pretty good. Work is getting kind of insane, and I am traveling a lot, and so this is going to be a challenge for me, and I would really like to get into the habit of taking pictures of everything and tracking that way. before I get really, really heavy into traveling. So I was in South Carolina and Savannah last week, going to Nashville next week. So yeah, I mean, there's a ton going on, and I just want to make sure that I'm being as smart about it as I possibly can. I'm sorry. Fuzz and fur and puka hairs everywhere. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a good week. Do you see it? Do you see the giant gold? She looks ridiculous. You're like Mr. T. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make fun. I'll take it off. I hope you guys are having a good week. I hope you are successful this week. I will be back next Tuesday. I absolutely promise, without fail. And I will hopefully talk to you soon. Puka says goodbye. She's missed you guys desperately. So in your comments, feel free to say hi to Puka. She really appreciates it. And I will talk to you guys next week. Have a good one, guys. Bye.